Hello. Well. Well. Splish splash. Okay, Huggy has left. That's cool. I'm just gonna say this. I forgot almost. I almost forgot to stream. Oops. Oops. It's a Sunday night, so there's really nothing important going on here. The store really has nothing of value to me. Who moved in? Truffles. That would be who. Yeah, that's why it's so unusually dark. It is 11:19 p.m. Yeah. I was like, I'm like, okay, I should start going to bed soon. I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't stream today. Oops. So that's a little bit of an oops, but it's all good. The only thing I have to do today is to buy out red. And yeah, I do have a headache today, which is unfortunate, which is partially why I forgot. I know I hate to show up and be like, hey guys, I got a headache again. I don't enjoy it. I don't like always talking about it. It was really annoying because last Saturday, like a week ago, I had a pretty bad headache and I didn't end up doing much that whole day. And then today, I kind of got a little bit done, but not been able to do too much because of the headache, which is lame. I did get Katamari done though, so I'm now officially done. Katamari Damacy reroll. I completed my collection. I've rolled everything up in the game. It's weird because in the second game they don't need you to roll everything up, but in the first game they want you to roll everything up, and then I think in one of the later games they want you to roll everything up again. So I don't know. No more rolling for now. I do have the next game in the series, which is Being My Katamari for the PSP. And I recently bought a PSP, and I say recently being like, I don't know, sometime late last year. But it didn't come with a memory stick, so I can't actually save games. So I've bought a memory stick. So at some point later on this year, I will probably start working on playing that one. I've also bought the next game in the series, which is Beautiful Katamari on the Xbox 360. So between those two, eventually I'll be able to, buy Katamari Forever, which is the next one in the series for the PS3, and get to that. And eventually, hopefully by the time all that's done, once the Katamari will be like on a deeper sale. The PSP has proprietary memory cards, right? Or is that the Vita? Yes, it does. Because I opened the slot and I was like, oh, I can't save. I guess I'll just look at where's the slot, and I look at it, I'm like, oh, that's an SD card slot, right? And then I got home and I took out one of my SD cards that I had and I was like, oh, it doesn't fit. Oops. Yeah, so it is a proprietary. It is specifically called like a memory stick. It is essentially an SD card, but like the long way. It's not really like longer than an SD card, but I think it's like a little bit more narrow. When I say like long, I mean like they stretched it, but it's still the same length. Okay, it looks like Wendell's gonna be here next, which does not help us. May 12th, so that's going to be Tuesday with Wendell. I gotta extend my calendar here. Don't have all those dates. Okay, cool. Oops, that's not what I want. Great. Anyway, yeah, so I bought a memory stick. So at least that's good to go. I guess I'll pick that up and throw that in my wallet. Anyway, so I don't really know what I'm playing next yet. That's actually nice about Nintendo, how they switched to expandable, non-proprietary memory cards. I mean, yeah, I like that part. I mean, I guess technically the Wii had an SD card slot, which is cool, and then they've kind of just stuck to micro SD. And micro SD, you can get them fairly cheap sometimes, so it's not too bad. But yeah, I think generally speaking, if it's non-proprietary, that's going to be better for consumers overall. I mean, what Apple did with the lightning cables, was so unnecessary, and then Europe eventually was like, you know what? How about we just, don't let that fly, and we just, fix that? So that's cool. Now everything uses the same cable. Wow, it's like almost better that way. It's better for everyone or something. Less need to produce as many cables. It's like we don't need to waste on cables, but money and consumerism, blah blah blah. I'm not starting that conversation here. Yeah, so that's gonna happen soon. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna play next yet. I'm still really hyped about Stranger Than Heaven after the trailer dropped like 4 days ago. But that's not gonna be for quite a while at this point, because like that's this winter sometime. But I'm very hyped about that. For some reason, I can't think of like any other games that are releasing this year that I know of at least, or can think of. I forgot my charger. Can I use yours? Era is actually really neat. Yeah, see, like that helpful. Instead of like, oh sorry, no, I got an Android. Oh no, sorry, I got an iPhone. Like, yeah, it's just normalize things. We don't need to like. Not everything needs to be complicated. But yeah, I can't think of any games that are like coming out this year that I'm like, I need to buy this immediately. And it's like May. And apart from Pokopia, which I've bought, you know, and I've been playing. Oh, I didn't play Pokopia. Did I? Did I play Pokopia? Now I'm confused. I meant to do it earlier, and then I was like, I'm going to put it off. And then I feel like I put it off so long that I don't know if I did. Okay, I might have to do that after this. Just to check the Dream Island out. Yeah, anyway. Headache's bad. That's okay. I'm not asking you for upcoming games, and besides, my taste in games is not always super apparent. You might be able to put it together based on what I've said, but for me, like, I'm very like particular about which ones I'm like, yeah, I'm buying this on release. You know, normally I'd say I do like 2 or 3 games on release a year. Like, I know I'm not trying to get crazy. It's not like I'm buying every new release. Usually I wait, get sales, you know. Try to be smart about spending. So, but yeah, I can't think of anything else. If Stranger Than Heaven comes out this year, then yeah, definitely. But considering they said winter and a lot of their games come out in like February or March or something, I'm gonna assume it's gonna be next year. So apart from Pokopia, there's really nothing else, unless Nintendo decides that they're gonna release something out of nowhere, which I mean is kind of their MO right now. Like, again, the Star Fox thing happened on Wednesday, and they're like, hey, we're releasing this in a month and a half in June, which is crazy. So like, they could pull some nonsense like that and hit me with something that I want. Not that I don't want. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna play Star Fox, to be honest. But that's not the point. I played it. I like the other ones. I don't know. I don't know. If there was a sale on it, I would maybe do it. I know it's supposed to be a little bit cheaper, but yeah, I'm hoping that tomorrow I feel better. That is the plan, hopefully. And if not, like, I'm gonna try, like, I have like RMT booked for tomorrow, so hopefully that'll help a bit. So yeah. Anyway, so it's the end of the week. Wendell's gonna be here on Tuesday, which doesn't really help us. We'll look out for Gulliver. It's again been raining. It's been raining for 4 days in a row, which is really frustrating. Stop doing that. Give me gyroids, please. And yeah. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to play next. I got to figure that out still. Maybe I'll figure that out tomorrow. And maybe tomorrow night I'll do something. But yeah, I'll be back at my usual time tomorrow. I hope you're... Nope, that's not how I want to do that sentence. I hope you have a good rest of your... Or I hope you have a good day at this point. I guess it's like early morning. Or like late morning. Me when I'm trying to do math. Either way, I hope you have a good day. And I'll see you around, I'm sure. But until then, I'm out of here. And let's see if tomorrow brings us anything new. Maybe it will. I don't know. Anyway, I'm out. Bye.